Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. Hope you had a wonderful week. Hope you had a wonderful Shavuos holiday and the experience of it all was able to bring you to a higher level, which will be this week's subject. In this week's Parshas Naso, so the Torah tells us about the Nazir, the Nazirite, the person who takes upon himself not to drink wine. It's called the Nazir. He abstains from wine. He has different laws. He's not allowed to drink wine. He's not allowed to cut his hair. He's not allowed to defile himself by coming in close contact with somebody who passed away. He has put himself on a higher level of sanctity. The general time for this is about 30 days. And after his Naziris period, he then has his hair cut and he then becomes permitted in all the aforementioned things. And the Torah says, V'achar yishteh ha-nazir yain. Then afterwards, the Nazir can now drink wine. And the question is, if he's no longer a Nazir and now it is permitted for him to drink wine, why is the Torah still calling him a Nazir? That afterwards, the Nazir can now drink wine. He's not a Nazir anymore. Now he's a regular person. The Torah should have said, and now this person can now drink wine. Why are we still giving him that title as the Nazir if he's no longer a Nazir? So traditionally we say that anybody who goes through a certain experience in the service of Hashem, that experience always remains with that person. And the lessons that he gleaned or she gleaned from that lesson will remain with you forever. And don't think it's just a one-time thing that this is who you are today and then you just leave it in your past. No, if you go through that type of mitzvah, it makes an effect on your neshama that you are able to carry it with you. And therefore, if you want to come closer to Hashem and now you want to keep a Shabbos in its entirety, and you go to somebody's house who are able to keep that, don't think that after Shabbos is over, you've now gone back to the person that you used to be before Shabbos. Not true. You've kept Shabbos, and you kept Shabbos for the sake of honoring Hashem. You have to know that that Shabbos made you a different person. And if you kept the Shavuos holiday and you maybe stayed up late at night studying Torah, or even if you ate some cheesecake because it was a mitzvah, you have to know that that experience, that coming close to Hashem will stay with you forever. And any mitzvah that you may do, that mitzvah that you will do will actually bring you closer to Hashem. But as the verse says, a person has to be a Nazir l'Hazir la Hashem. He has to want to become this Nazir in service of Hashem. And just going through the motions of something without connecting to Hashem won't really have an effect on people. As I've learned from my own experience of studying with people, some people may just study something for the intellectual pursuit behind it, or some just out of the sheer curiosity, they want to come for Shabbos to see what it's like, but they're not dedicating themselves to come to a Shabbos meal or to come to a holiday or go to a Jewish wedding because of the mitzvah aspect that's tied to it. If you do, however, if one does do it for the mitzvah aspect that is tied to it, know that you are not the same person. A lot of time we look for different ways to grow, and we have a general rule that if you are not growing, you're actually going down your ladder, you're sliding down your ladder. But this you can know for sure, that this you're putting in your pocket, this you're holding on to, that if you take a mitzvah upon yourself and you experience it and you do it for the sake of Hashem, know that you are a different person. It has made an everlasting change in your neshama, and it'll allow you to go from one spiritual realm to the next, spiritual step to the next. Have a wonderful Shabbos. Thank you for listening.